Okay, Claudia.
Yes.
What's your interpretation of fake?
I think I agree with Mariam on everything she said. I've actually ever had an encounter with a fake product.
Yeah.
So my uncle went, he came, I think, from Dubai, and he was like, oh, I just finished high school. He was like, oh, this is like, here's your gift. I have a phone for you. Nicely packaged iPhone XS Max, I think. Then I was so excited because that's my first time ever having an iPhone. I've just finished high school. So I mean...
You're like, life is good.
And you know how you know it's legit when you go and tweet something. And it says, that time you used to say Twitter for iPhone.
iPhone, yes.
Yo, I have an iPhone. But when I tweet, Twitter for Android. That was literally the worst experience ever. God. And I was like, ay. Hata ukifungua, used to see that Apple. Yeah, it was so bad.
But ukitweeted us about
Twitter for Android.
Yo.
And I was
Did you
like,
ever go to an
damn.
Apple store and tell them, check for me the authenticity of this product?
Apple Store ngo Eric wapi? Wapi?
Siwapeleke hiyo simu waambie,
Za Nairobi
please check for
zinakuanga
me. Please check for me because they are licensed Apple stores and distributors. Tell them, check for me. And
I
that's
think
how
I
you know.
was
Well,
just-
the app will help.
I was extremely
In future.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Let's see how this app works.
Okay.
It could probably help.
Yeah,
So
I'm
karibu
hoping.
sana, Claudia.
Asante, thank you for having me.
Yes.
Good to be next to legends. You guys are doing amazing. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're a
Asante
legend
sana.
as well. Absolute powerhouse.
thank you. I try.
Usually we are three. Tunakuanga na Jano wa Makuts. Yes. So she's a little under the weather today, but Eric Wamalines is taking over. Right? I know.
Okay.
Eric Wamalines.
Already in a mistake.
Right? Akona mistari. So Janet loves to give out a quote and like some hints as to who could have said it. And then it's just like a nice little, trying to figure out, what does this mean to me? Who possibly said this? Just a fun little game we play with our guests. So let's hear what today's is. It's an easy one, don't worry.
Okay. I don't have to come up with something.
No.
No, we're
you
giving
don't
you a
have to.
quote. So just listen to these hints. Huh? This person is a global icon. This person was unbowed. She's known globally, and she grew up from somewhere in Tetu. Tetu, in Nyeri County.
Okay.
And she was unbowed by the small things that happen. And she kept saying, "I want to be the hummingbird, the little bird in the forests that contributes to putting out the fire in the forests." The little bit that I can do. What she said, the quote for today, there are opportunities even in the most difficult moments. There are opportunities even in the most difficult moments. Who said that, Claudia?
I'm inclined to say Wangari Maathai.
Oh,
Then
you're
it's-
inclined very well.
Oh, I think the hints are just
Cindy,
proper.
oh?
Yeah, they're on point.
Eh?
They're very
Like,
specific.
I give you the
said
answer,
Nyeri
then I ask
County,
you
I
the
was
question.
like, the forest. Hey,
There you
I think I put 1 + 1.
You had to see 1 + 1.
And it I see
Nilikwambia, the name starts with W,
Yeah.
A, N, dash.
What is that name?
Yeah, what's her name?
What's that name?
Yeah, those ones of the gifts
Right.
of it's a bike, and then it's been wrapped, and it's a surprise gift. Surprise! What could this
Surprise!
be?
Like we can't tell what's underneath that wrapping.
But you have an idea.
You should, right?
I mean, you can see it. So, what do you do, Claudia?
Well, I do a lot of things. A media personality. I am.
What does that mean? Everybody nowadays is a media personality.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Okay. So I have practiced. I still continue to practice media. So I'm a broadcaster. I've done TV. I'm mostly actually a TV host. I told myself, radio not now. I'm going to give you some time before because I'm also studying as well. So yes, I'm a TV host. I'm an MC. A content creator. Yes. I'm a content creator. Apart from me being a content creator, I'm also a student, I said. So there's a lot I'm juggling at once. Entrepreneur, I have a business. I'd say just a business. And then, wow.
Kila mtu ako na hustle.
Mtu anasemanga kabiashara. Sa hiyo uko na tenda ya 30 million from
Hapana,
county.
sina tenda. And lastly, I run my own NGO.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I want to get into your work on air and off air because sometimes when we see people on the internet and on TV and things like that, that's it. Like that's all Claudia can be. She's a content creator. She's a TV personality. The end. But what prompted you to be like, I want to give back a little. Also, I want to get into entrepreneurship.
The giving back, I think I'm just very passionate about young girls. For me, I just love. I come from Samburu County. In case you don't know, I love my culture. I love being a Samburu. So a lot of the girls that are not empowered, I am, grateful to have gotten certain opportunities in life, to have been exposed, to have gone to good schools. But not everyone affords that kind of luxury, or not. Actually, it's not even a luxury, but not everyone can. Not everyone just gets the basic
to education.
The basic needs. Actually, a very scary percentage of girls have not even gone to school yet, or most of them actually drop out. And
Is it work ethic?
It's not work ethic. Is it work
Explain to us
ethic?
how it's
Really?
work ethic.
I don't think it's
social media is
work
work.
ethic. Yeah, all of it is work. Somebody like Claudia here has work ethic. She knows what she needs to do to make the money. If she has a job for a client, and she has signed up with a client, and the client says, these are the expectations, because the client will give expectations.
Right.
I expect this, I expect this, I expect this. I expect you to reach out to your community in this way. This is the kind of response and reaction that I expect to get. This is how I want you to impact my campaign or my brand or my product. Okay? There's an expectation.
True.
Claudia has to deliver that.
But also,
Now, the work ethic bit comes if Claudia is doing it vibes and inshallah. But can't you see I have people? I'm not aligning to this is what we signed up for, and this is what it is.
Let me draw a parallel
Draw
for
it.
you. A very simple one, because it's not that. It's what's usually called laziness or lack of work ethic, is just not going above and beyond, which is what previous generations have been taught to do, because there was a very clear line of what to do, when to do it, and what the results will be. Go to school, get a job. After you get the job, you start climbing within the job, and then and then you hopefully get as high as you can, then you retire. Wonderful, clear path. Young people don't have that option anymore. You go to school, the job is not a guarantee, right? So then if you come in and you have an 8 to 5, and you come in at 7:59 and you leave at 5:01, it's like, you're not really giving the best. Or you come in and you've been told you're an intern, but someone wants to, for example, send you to God knows where to do God knows what without anything in your pockets, and you're not paid a monthly salary, and you refuse, and you're told, you lack work ethic. That is where that rhetoric
Yes,
comes
it's an
from.
attitude problem.
How is that an
it's
attitude?
not an attitude problem.
It's an attitude issue.
It's just that
You're an intern and you've come into this organization. It's a media house. So you want to be the one who sits on this desk. You're an intern. You want to be the one who, you have come in as an intern, and tomorrow you want to be the one behind that camera. Excuse me, it will not happen. You will be sent to do some research. You will be sent to do, some what you may consider mundane, because you don't think that is the work. And that you don't understand that entirety is the job.
I want to hear Claudia's thoughts on this, because my problem
it's
is
an attitude issue. It's an understanding issue.
Kujituma, when there is an expected outcome, is very different from kutumwa for nothing.
good point.
What is for nothing?
Kujituma ni I'm here. I know that in the next 1 year there'll be job openings at NMG, and if I work hard and if I work smart and if I make myself useful, the job is coming. Kutumwa for it's like come, we're paying you absolutely nothing.
Yes,
but we
you're
need
an
you
intern.
to do no. That's a whole other debate.
We
need you to do X,
are
Y, Z
training you for free.
for zero promise of a job guarantee,
Yep.
zero promise of even if you get into this career path, there will be any growth. Cost of living still outrunning your salary.
So what do you
for
want to do?
nothing.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
The work must match.
So you want me to call you
Yeah.
for an opportunity when I have a job opening?
Basically.
Then do not apply for internship.
Let me hear Claudia's thoughts. Because we could go back to...
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm torn. Both
'Cause
of
you
you
can
make
see the sense.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
of you make sense. But just here's the thing: the factors surrounding the employment space right now does not really favor. Wow, I'm trying to find words to put this. But you see, right now, Gen Zs, I told you, there's just a lot. You guys didn't have all these other avenues provided for you when you're coming up, and they're like, oh, you can do this. You guys didn't have
limited opportunities.
There are limited opportunities. So now there's so many opportunities. So when someone is doing a 9 to 5 and they're not getting paid their worth, their workload is insane. It's all about work ethic. It's about, it's just, you're not paying me my worth.
It's
Like,
fine.
we know our worth.
Because you have the
There you go.
because you have the options. I am all okay for you pursuing options.
But then
Okay.
you saying pursuing options.
I am all okay
you
for you pursuing options and delivering on this. You cannot say that I will not work 8 to 5, fine, but also I will not deliver on the scope of work because you're not paying me enough. This job, this is the scope, this is how much I can afford to pay you. You have other opportunities. Deliver this, you deliver it in 3 hours, it's fine. You can go and do the other things and deliver and get what you want.
I don't
But
think,
you can't say that, you know what, this scope of work, you must pay me this much. It's okay, I can't afford you, so go. Let somebody else come. I can afford them. That's how life is. Even in these other opportunities that you have, all these other opportunities that you have, Claudia, you said you took your first gig and your first thought was not the money. It was the opportunity, attitude.
No. Opportunity. She saw opportunity. She knew what it's giving her outside of the monetary value. I'm saying there are people who there is no monetary value and there's also no opportunity.
She would,
True.
I'm sure
Ni
Claudia
kazi
will
tu,
tell
you're
us
just
she has
breaking your
done
back.
gig for free.
Absolutely.
Everyone has done a pro bono.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
She has
But
done
for
pro bono
why?
because she is seeing why.
Yes. Why?
It is selfish.
Why?
And then
I-
also,
have to
it's an
think-
opportunity to
Yes.
meet the client,
Exactly.
to pitch yourself for the next one, and to
Exactly.
open
Eric,
other doors.
nakwambia-
We
Hii kuna
are
s-
saying the same thing.
No, we're
Now,
not.
she does not want to do anything pro bono.
No.
Even if it has opportunities for her.
No.
Unless that
That's
minute
not what
is
I'm
paid
saying.
for.
I'm giving you a situation where the work is not, the pay is not commensurate to the work, one, and there are also no opportunities that can arise from it. There's no path for growth. There's no path for networking. There's no
Just don't take it.
It is just slave work.
Just don't take it.
Fantastic.
Go look for the one that you think can
And then
give
later
you.
you'll say,
Somebody
oh,
else
Gen
will come.
Zs.
You
Somebody,
see?
Don't
another
have
Gen
work
Z,
ethic.
another Gen Z will come and they'll see. They'll see how they can create for themselves an opportunity. They'll see how this thing is able to propel me. They'll see how this is keeping me. Somebody will just come there, it's keeping me
Do you
busy,
know also one
and
thing
like
that I
it.
think Gen Zs are
We're
fighting
different.
with this whole employment issue, bureaucracy in the certain corporations or organizations? Because yes, you'll be very good at your job, you'll deliver. Yes, you'll kubali that small amount of money that they're paying you per month. But before you rise among the ranks and get to a senior position, it'll take you years.
Gray hairs.
Oh, a lot of them.
Oh, yes. That's life.
Life
There-
has to be different.
There are areas in which you will rise very fast because the opportunities are there and you can rise fast. There are areas where you will not rise fast because the opportunities are not there and you will not rise fast. You will not become. For example, you are a doctor. You want to become a doctor. Go to university for 6 years. You will not do it for 3. Case closed.
True.
You have got to do an internship for 1 year. You will not do an internship for 3 months and then you're licensed as a doctor. Case closed.
I have a question.
You have to serve for 3 years before you qualify to go and do a master's. You will not, because that you are very sharp and you passed with first-class honors on your bachelor's degree for medicine, and then you've done your internship, that now you can come and start doing your master's. No, you will have to. This is
I
how it
agree.
is.
We have
and
to
there's
wrap
a
up because
reason
of
why.
time. Let her ask her question.
Oh God, I think hata umenifanya nisahau kenye kwanza. But also,
On a point.
so wait.
Even your point. Too.
No. Sorry, I feel like this needs a part 2 because I know what Eric is doing. He's playing the boogeyman, but I know he sees the discrepancy in what is expected versus what return there is. I think it's one thing kujituma, like I said, when you see expected outcomes, you see a path in life, you see things progressing, and then just kind of flailing in the wind and being someone's quote unquote like low wage slave
Yeah.
to no end. But we have to pause the conversation here. Thank you so much, Claudia,
Thank
for
you
making time
too
for
for
us,
having
and
me.
of course for your community of enforcers for being a 10 over 10 community. And I'm sure we'll have these conversations again on how to build and how to grow from there. Happy pre-International Women's Day.
Happy Pre-International Women's Day. Thank you guys for having me. It was lovely meeting both of you for the first time.
No, second, I think.
Second,
yes.
no, third time.
Third
probably.
time, actually, yeah.
Eric,
First.
first time.
Yeah. Live.
Nice.